everybody, Jeff here at Project Boredom Killer. I hope you're doing well. I certainly am. I'm going to be picking up from a video I did over a year ago, PBK04, the custom Swamp Rat build. And in that video I managed to get the hull put together. And I never really continued after that because, well, for starters, I didn't have any place to work on it. And now I do. So, without any further ado, let's get started.
Got a Harbor Freight tile cutter with a wood cutting blade attached. Let's see. Guess that's good. Going to be a rescue rat. That's what I'll call it, the rescue rat. All right.
I just want to interject a quick clip to let you know this was my original plan for the rudder support and the cowl around the motor. It turned out it wasn't going to be strong enough to do what I needed it to do, so I scrapped this and went with something that's a little more practical.
Okay, so I need to build the engine mount. I'm going to use these two pieces of wood. I cut these last night. That's how deep I want it to go into the hull. Not the best bit in the world. Hopefully it'll do the job though. I just got to drill a large enough hole. Because the thing is with the motor, air has to pass through it to keep it cool. So I need to make sure the hole's big enough. It's probably going to burn quite a bit. Wow. going to take it, I'm going to cut a groove out of here, each of these, and set it in there for the prop. Okay, so I remeasured this to handle a 6-inch prop. Give me about 6.5 inches room clearance. So I'm going to go ahead and start cutting and building. The thing I don't want to do is just cut this and then glue it straight into it. I want to try to groove it somehow. In this case, it was easier just to do it with a blade than a saw, and the Dremel anyway. Alright, I think that's gonna work. I gotta do that 3 more times. Getting there. Next I'll need to do this one. And that'll be so much fun. It's gonna be simple enough. I could lower the blade on that thing. I could just carve it out. But no. Just in case anybody's wondering, I do have an X-Acto knife here. I just don't want to use it because the pressure I'm putting on the blade will break it, I'm sure. So, just use one of these. You know, I'm kind of at the point where if I break it, I can't, if I break the wood, I can't really, I have to go through all this again to make a new piece, so I gotta be kind of careful here. That way. I'm gonna go ahead and try the Dremel on this one. Just to get it where I need it. It's a lot I gotta cut out. Okay, I'm going to work on the other side now. Okay, this one I cut a little bit too deep on, so I've got a little bit of artifact sticking out the top there, which means this isn't going to be exactly perfect. I'll do the best I can with it. I want to be fairly liberal with the glue. Try to fill as much gap as I can in this joint. I think I'm going to cut this off and mount this basically inside here. Okay, a couple things before I really go any further on the rest of the base. This has been irking me, all this, so there isn't too much I can do about it, but I'm going to go ahead and cut it down and then stick some reinforcing spars in here, just glue them in. Okay, I think that's good. This is a motor from an Electrofly Sportster. It's the first large plane that I learned to fly, and I actually crashed it one day and immediately went out and bought another one. And the newer ones that they manufacture come with this motor, and the older one come with a different motor. And the different motor is much more powerful than this motor, so I swapped the motors. And I have this as a spare, so I figured this particular project would be a good place to use this motor. enough surface area for the washer. I've got 2 pieces of wood that I cut specifically to replace these 2 pieces of wood. Oh, I didn't cut 2 pieces of wood, I cut 1 piece of wood and measured it. So this is the material for the new base. I'm tempted to cut a strip and just glue 3 pieces together and make one. Okay, this is what I've got built so far. Roll bar, engine mount. These are the spars for the rudder support and the base for all of them. That's all I'm going to do in this video. The next video I'm going to slot this out for the engine mount, put some notches here for the roll bar, and also finish working on the rudder support, because obviously I need to have rudders. Spackling, maybe some painting. We'll see how it goes.